They have terms to shame women from siding with the truth if it just so happens to be to the benefit of the man that's saying it.
This is something that I've been wanting to get from your side, because I saw you go on Just Pearly. Well, now her name is Pearl. I don't know if you know her history, but she came into the space. We like to call it the manosphere. And she took over it like it was a storm.
Yeah.
She took over it. Like, some people say it was a money grab, whatever. But what I found interesting about it is I felt like this was a void to fill for a sister. When I say sister, a black woman, to come into the black manosphere, the manosphere space, and be able to be as prevalent and as just with so much authority. And you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, because this is the idea I have in my mind. I think the reason why a black woman couldn't do what Pearl did is because Pearl seems like the type to be able to wake up out of the bed, brush her teeth, put her hair in a bun, and just record hundreds of videos. As far as a black woman, she had to set up appointment for makeup. She had to set up appointment to get her hair done. She had to make sure she looks good on camera, make sure her boobs are showing. And then she can start making one piece of content. And by the time she gets one out, Pearl, who is her competitor, getting hundreds of pieces of content out. And that's not even it. The other side to it is perhaps maybe their sister code for black women is so strong.
Yeah.
And the black woman has so many friends and relatives that she would have to lose in order to do what Pearl did. And I don't think black women today is ready to lose so many friends and so many family members to do what Pearl did. What are your thoughts?
I more so lean towards the second option of what you're saying, that there is a level of loyalty, not just amongst the sisterhood in general, but particularly about the black community as it relates to black women. The sisterhood is so strong that they'll go silent even when they know the sister in front of them is wrong. And they won't get behind the one that's right. If it results in ostracization, and isolation, and loss of relation, just me doing this, who do you think has already unfollowed me or not talking to me that I don't even know yet? Right?
Sisters.
Probably, possibly. And I'm okay with it, because I know that if I really genuinely believe where I'm at is moving in the right direction and for why I'm doing it, that's not typically their ability to maintain relationships is typically rooted in all the things that they can't say. So when when the guy cheats, he's an a-hole. He's disgusting. He's the worst thing possible. But when your girlfriend did it, she was hurt. He did it first. She was just going through a lot. We see it with people in the news and celebrities, where when a situation involves a woman lying, doing something, they'll be the loudest at the beginning with the guy being demonized. And if it turns out she was lying, it was a fake accusation, crickets. That means that if you won't speak on somebody that's famous that you don't know and calling that out because she's a woman who you don't know and have no history relationship with, because of the fear of socially how people are going to respond to you, how many of y'all would be willing to do it with your own girlfriends in real time? What if a huge component of why a lot of them are not able to be the Pearl is because their greatest critic and their greatest attack will come from their own black women? I've seen it. So they have terms to shame women from siding with the truth if it just so happens to be to the benefit of the man that's saying it. What culture creates a term as a negative pejorative from saying something true. So if I say something negative about a politician that's on your side of the political aisle, I hate women or I hate being black. If a woman says something about women's behavior, she will pick me. She not down with the cause. She not with the sisters. I forget what the term is that they use, where it's like women who are internalized misogyny. They just inventing terms to come up with all the options to kind of keep you from being able to be own it and say, yo, when it's a dude, you have no problem being honest. But when it's your homegirl or a woman, even one you don't know, crickets. Y'all may say this amongst yourselves in text or FaceTime, but y'all be loud with the articles that you're sharing and posting and doing whole discussion pieces on. When it's people and women that don't align with the narrative of the negative things that we're not allowed to talk about. So I actually think it's the second part. The level of community, the bondedness. We're bonding and holding ourselves to oaths in terms of women and locking in on hold the line. We're holding the line on all the wrong things. What if we got behind the women that points out things we need to work on? Is it really that hard for y'all to acknowledge that paternity fraud is evil? Is bad? Wrong? Is it that hard to say next politician we vote for in any side of the political aisle that runs on this platform, we're going to do this as an expense to us for the sake of equality? Is it that hard? It is. That's why there's no pearls, black pearls. We on that level, we do have black women that are doing it. I was just on Crimson Cure last night. Shout out to her. And she's one of the pioneers that does it. But the length of what they're willing to do to the women that do is crazy.
Yeah, and I would be wrong if I didn't acknowledge the Crimson Cures and the Danikas and all the Lady Dies and all those women.
Lady Di,
I would be wrong if I didn't give them their flowers. I give them the flowers. I do have to acknowledge that I think the level of the degree that Pearl took it to where, and this is no shade to the sisters that are doing well in the space. The degree Pearl was willing to take it to, she was willing to bring all of her ops in one setting. She probably spent, and one could say she was a trust fund baby or whatever, and she had the money to do it. But she was willing to take all of her ops and bring them all together and stand against them and let them have the smoke and prove her points against them. But the women now, and I can understand it, they want to be protected. They want to keep themselves away from the debate, and they just want to push it out.